A sad cartoon. Standard tuning interpretation. Okay, so we'll be losing quite a bit of that super low, baritone action that they do. But this is kind of just an attempt at like a simplified standard tuning, easier accessible version for this, for everybody that just kind of wants to jump in and get the basic stuff going on without, the wild guitars and crazy tunings and all that. So just keeping it standard tuning here, EAD, GBE, and this initial intro, first part of the intro, just kind of a clean thing, just a eighth note strumming on it, 2 chords. We're going to be using this first chord quite a bit here, so you'll want to get this down. It's an E flat major chord, and basically we'll do like a 6A, 5D, 7G. And like I said, initially we're just doing kind of a clean, just strum on it. Just carry that out for, dozen, 16 times, just switch it from there to a D, and it's just kind of like a D octave basically. We're doing like a 5A, open middle D, and a 7 on the G. Strum that the same way. And we just go right between those 2 chords. Next part of the intro, we can kick on some of the overdrive there, and the same chord, that E flat major chord, so the 6, 5, 7 there. And with this, we kind of strum it 5 times, give that 7 on the G a little bend and release. Hit it once, a little hesitation, and about 5 more times, and just repeat that twice. So, okay, repeat that twice. After that, we shift down to just kind of a big C power chord, so we'll include that 3 on the low E with it, and then we go 3A, 5 on the D and G. And with this, strum, little hesitation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, do that twice. And then move over to a G sharp minor, so 4E, 6A and D, 4G, and same type of strum and timing with that. And this next riff, like the intro part 3, I guess, and this is like a post-chorus, happens after the first chorus. This real kind of funky timing, picking through those same chords. So we'll start here, and this will definitely be feeling some of the lack of down tuning and baritone stuff with this, but this is what's going on in this voicing. So we'll be up here at our E flat again, so we'll be here at 6 on the A, 3 of those, hit the 5D, 1 A6, back to 5D. Can hold that for just a second there. Hit the 6A, little hesitation, 6A again, down to 5D. Kind of scale it down now. And it goes 6, 5, 3A, a little hesitation, then we go 3D with a little bend. Alright, like a real funky timing thing going on there. Pretty much repeat the whole thing up until the scale down on the A. And instead of going down, we just kind of go from that 6, we go to a couple 5s there, back to 6. So it'd be. Alright, and it's leading there into a C. So we just hit the C power chord, 3A, 5D, 3 strums there. And then we kind of hit the 5D by itself, just to, clearly emphasize it. Hit the power chord all together, back to just the 5D, power chord again, and then just the C bass note here at the 3A, then the 5D. So we're just playing around with these notes here, like either hitting it as a power chord or just picking inside of it. Alright, strum the power chord a few more times, walk it up again from the 5A to 6. Alright, and then we get to our G sharp. Okay, so the 4E, 6A. Strum that 3 times, and then we still want that G note, that 5D. So strum that power chord, the 4E, 6A, hit the 5D, back to the power chord, back to the 5D, hit the power chord, a little hesitation, 4 more times, and then we just end up at the G power chord at the 3 and 5 there. Verse section, everything gets chilled out again. and back to our E major. We'll do more of a full voiced version of it here, where we do the 6A, 8D, 7G, and throw in an 8B there. Okay, just let it ring. Move down to a C, and here you can either strum the chord, but I also included kind of the notes that you can pick through it. Those little lead notes that happen. So it goes to a C minor here. So the 3A, 5, D, and G, 4B. Okay, and then we just, if you want to pick the notes, we go lift off for the 3B, 6B, 3B. Okay, back to the E flat major. All right, then we go to a G sharp major. So the 4E, go with a 6, A, 5, D, and even include like the open G with it, get that octave. Okay, and then the notes, if you want to pick through that, we go 6B, 6E, and then to the 4E here. All right, and basically we would repeat the E flat to C again, but then once we get to the E flat, we just kind of hold it for a little longer, and then after that we just hit two, distorted, big, dynamic G sharp minors, and of course with them they have that super low version of it, so it just sounds like super muddy. But here it's just kind of a basic G sharp minor, the 4E, 6A, and D, 4G. Pre-chorus section here will be at our E flat major from the intro style. Like I told you, remember this chord, we're using it a lot. So 6A, 5D, 7G with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little hesitation, strum again. Little hesitation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strums. Hesitate, 1, 2, 3. So all right, move over to, now we're going to do a B, so just bar it here with the 7E, 9 on the A and D, 8 on the G. About 4 strums there. Lift the 8 off to a 7 to make it a B minor. To a G now, so just G bar chord, 3E, 5, A and D, 4, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, repeat the E flat major chord again. And then after the second run through of that, we go to just a big C minor. So even throw in the 3E with it. Go 3E, 3A, 5, D and G, 4B. Strum that out about 8 times. And then we get these real faint little notes in the background. And if you want to throw them in, you just go 5D and then up to a couple of 4s on the E. And for the chorus, we do that kind of fuller voiced E flat major vibe. So we go 6A, 8D, 7G, resolve it to just like a E flat power chord. So we got 6, 8, and then 8 on the G. Down to a C suspended second. So 3A, 5D, and G with the 3B, and it's just real dynamic 1, 2, 3, 4. The E flat chords again. Go to a couple of those C suspendeds. But then the second time through we do this little quick kind of muted G sharp power chord, 4E, 6 on the A, and then just kind of hit the full chord unmuted, throw in the 6D and 4G with it for that G sharp minor. Do that twice. Little phaser break here, just real loose dissonant stuff going on here. Do that E flat major chord that we usually do, the 6, 5, 7. Little B augmented where we go 7E with the 6A, and then just resolve it a bit to the 8 on the A, back to the E flat, to the G sharp minor. And then I switch over to this voicing of the E flat major 7 because there's some notes here that we can add with it. 1D, 3s on the G, B, E. And we just kind of hold this for a while, just strum through it, pick through it, keep it going. But then we can add this 4, 3E, 4B. All right, do that about a handful of times. And then we just switch that first 4 to a 6, go 6, 3, 4B. Second part of the bridge here, we go overdriven, gets big again, big E sus2, so we go 6 E and A, 8 on the D and G, 6 B. Quick little muted 6 on the E, and then just at the power chord, so everything again without the B. Then strum the full thing with the 6 on the B as well. Pick through it, and this is a bit of a trick. We go 6A, 8D, 7B, and then quickly we got to do the 7E to 8A, B augmented. Lift off the 8 to 6 on the A, keep the 7E, back to the 7 and 8. And then we do this quick power chord scale down, F sharp, G, D, where we go 9s on the E and A, 11s on the D and G, to 8s and 10s, to 5s and 7s. Alright, all the way down to the C now, so keep the 3s on the E and A, 5 on the D and G, 3B, suspended there. Kind of the same feel as that first E flat section. Hit the chord, hit the bass note, just the power chord, then the full chord. And then finish this one by doing the C sharp minor, so just make that 3B a 4. And then finish with the G sharp power chord, so 4 E, 6 A and D. Get a little suspended there. You can throw in a couple of 8s on the D with it. Back to the 6s. Mellow interlude section here, picking through the E flat. This is kind of like an add 9 thing going on, but basically just go 6A, 8D, hit the 6B, 8B. Once more. Throw in the 6 high E. Move down to a C, so we go 3A, 5D, 3B, 4B. So it's moving like from a C into suspended into a C minor. Do it again. Quick little B, kind of flat 5, flat 6 thing going on here where we go B, so 2 on the A, open G, open B, 1 high E. Alright, then we get into some big overdriven chords here where we just do the E flat, so 6 E and A, 8 D and G, get the suspended second by doing the 6 B, resolve it to 8s on the D, G, B with the 6 E and A, and then 3 dynamic hits of the C power chord, so 3 E and A, 5 D and G, 1, 2, 3. Alright, then we have this outro riff, and this kind of switches to like 8th note strumming, so we're just keeping it going. Alright, and the first chord, just kind of an E flat power chord, so 6A, 8 D and G. Then we want this added B in there, kind of a weird sharp 9 with a B and everything, but it's 6 on the A, 9, D, 7, G. And we just hold on that for a bit. If you want, you can throw in like another bass note with it, like a C here. That's probably fine, so like an 8 on the E if you want. Or you could just keep going on it, maybe give it a little bend. Alright, something like that, just getting weird with it. And then go to a G sharp minor, 4E, 6A, and D, 4G. Back to the E power chord, make it a little bigger now, just kind of a major E here, so 8s on the D, G, B. Throw in that 9 on the D with it again for that added little B note there. Now we do this big part of the G sharp minor, so 4E, 6A, and D with the 4G. And then we walk down the suspended, so we got the 8D, with the 6A and 4E. Resolve it to just the power chord, the 5, so just 6s here on the A and D with the 4E. Stay on there again, and then we make it a major by just taking that 6D into a 5. A quick arpeggiation of the E flat major, so 6A, 8D, 7G, 8B. Alright, and then just hit a big E flat power chords on the 6 E and A, 8s on the D and G.